Hello, this is OldCrowBalthazor, and welcome to Balthazar's Strategic Arcane. So this is going to be my first turn of a multiplayer series playing the Imphal-Kohima 1944 scenario. It comes with DLC Rise and Fall of the Empire. I'm going to be playing the Allies. I'm playing against Tanaka, who's playing the Japanese. He's one of my old sparring partners. Let's rumble. I got a little stage fright here. I did do this in the beta. I did a multiplayer beta test with Bill Runick, and it was epic. I wish I would have had that. Could have put that on YouTube, but it was a beta, so that wouldn't have been allowed. But I got to. I did that so that I could screen capture things, make sure things were working. Because I was brand new to it. Anyway, and then I did a big dive. I was aware of this campaign, but I didn't do a minutiae. Anyway, let's watch. Oh, did you get behind me? No. Light tanks. Oh, we're still alive. But this is just a surprise. The dinks just come out of the woods. They come out of the woodwork. There's a lot of them. This is basically right on the border of Burma and India, British India. You got me. The chocolate staircase. Oh my. There's a Jeep track there. You'll be using that. There, I got Chindits. They're more going to be coming. 63rd Indian Brigade destroyed. Alright. Wingate's Chindits land behind Japanese lines. Chindit landings cause fear and confusion behind Japanese lines. I don't think Tanaka's too scared. So you link to Chindits report suffering landing casualties. Alright. Having successfully defeated a Japanese offensive in Arakan last month, and we'll go look at that, we now have to face their main blow, which is about to be launched in Manipur. To win, we must hold Manipur, Imphal, and Kohima, as the loss of these could initiate not only the long-talk march on Delhi, but also force U.S. flights in China via the hump to cease. Both would be catastrophic, possibly leading to China being forced to sign a separate peace. In addition, we must hold Chittagong and Arakan, which means we can weaken but not withdraw our forces from the region. We must therefore resist to the utmost and utilize our reinforcements best effect when they arrive. Lieutenant General W. Slim, CNC, 14th Army. This is from the Chinese. General Stilwell prepares to advance. While the Japanese invade India, we are going to continue for our own offensive into Burma. Our mission is to continue to open up a land route to China, and our objective is Vinegar. We have and that's in the north part. We'll go look at that. Northern part of Burma, pretty far north. We have a big mixture of Chinese and U.S. forces, with the former including a unit of Sherman tanks, while our U.S. forces include Mars Force, aka Merrill's Marauders, and air support from Cochrane's No. 1 Air Commando based at Lido. Further, Wingate's Chindits are launching their second expedition into Burma, and their aim is to distract enemy forces opposing our advance. In due course, we also hope for a Chinese offensive to be launched from Yunnan province towards Wanting. Let's get this mission done and give them hell of a beating. Vinegar Joe, Stilwell, CNC Northern Combat Area Command. Wonderful. Okay, Wingate on Operation Thursday. Despite some missteps, we have now landed behind enemy lines in Burma. And Operation Thursday has begun. Our role is to divert enemy forces from fighting Vinegar Joe Stilwell's U.S. and Chinese troops further north and enable them to advance on Midiaka. We have land at Broadway and Chowarganhi. Now, these are names of airfields that they basically have carved out of the jungle. And there are more potential landing sites where supplies can brown nearby with the code names Aberdeen, White City, Blackpool, and Piccadilly. These will start functioning once we have captured them. Our 16th Brigade is advancing overland from the north and is currently at Singling Hamakmi Bringing it further down south will provide some much needed reinforcement, while 2 further brigades will be landing in Burma in some weeks' time. And that's General Wingate CNC Chindits. And there we go. And there's more. Operation Yunnan Province. For the moment, our role is defensive. This is Nationalist Chinese here. Though we are due to receive significant reinforcements between the end of April and early May, and these will provide us with strength to begin an offensive. When the time comes, our objective will be to liberate Wanting. This will fulfill our role in operations to create a land link between Burma and China, although if we can proceed further, then it will benefit the war effort. And that's General Wei Lahong, Commander Y Force, and we're going to be looking at all that. All right, well, we'll just look over here. So this is Y Force right here. I mean, this is a vast area. Here's Wanting. Now, the Japanese are dug in here pretty good, and I'll have to tell you, it won't be that easy, even though I've got a lot of units here. Here's the Chindits have landed. I will be moving those in a little bit. Here's Merrill's Marauders, some Chinese forces. So these are Shermans. And here is LRP Brigade, Long Range Patrol. So this is a true British unit here. And here's the Air Commando. And so this is what we got. This is the central area here, which I got to protect at all costs. And here, Kohima. And there are a ton of Japanese. They're coming. So we got fog of war on. I have Arakan Front down here. I'm actually going to start down here first because I don't need all these units here. I can probably hold him. Yeah, we've got a Jeep track here. Also, I can use these airfields. They can fly over in this area. Here and here. Yeah, he's not going to advance. Oh, I sent some stuff to Zor. All right. Going to probably pull the artillery too. Probably will send one of these down here. I don't need all these. So what we got to do... Actually, we better do this first. So there's a track here. Don't necessarily want to go in here. It's here. This mule track. So out of Silchar, and I have a rail line that goes to Silchar. And a pretty important airfield. Yeah, they could fly where I can operate. Well, we got to get... Let's deal with this first here. Yeah, this is going to be a problem. We got to move you. Okay. These tanks are going to be key here, these British tanks. He's got tanks too, but they're light. Yeah. All right. He's going to be coming at me this way too. So what I got to do is create basically a fire base around here and here. I'm going to need more units here. There's a couple ways we can deal with that. You're going to have to hold them up. Yeah, I'll be getting more money in this. It's just initial funds. Yeah, I'm going to need an HQ up here. Let's just do that for the moment. These are both 7s. Okay. So he's going to try to roll up here. So we do got to put some resistance here. We got these swamps and Lawtac Lake. That's going to help. And even we're going to probably end up here behind the river. 1 of 3. Yeah. But this is where we're going to get, it's going to get hairy. You know, I could divert them. No, we're going to take the full brunt right here. Okay, with the tanks. I'm going to reinforce these right now. 25. No, let's go shore this up first. Zero entrenchment, but he's got to get through this bit. Artillery. Now he is gonna. Oh yeah. Which one do we want to blunt? See, I might not want to repair those tanks because I might actually want to operate these. How much is it going to cost to operate? 5. Yeah. Okay, I have an airfield here too. These are tactical bombers. Yeah, it's undergunned. Well, not enough air. It's not. I am going to strike them though. I think I need to move these quick. 17, huh? I need to probably have an HQ. I need an HQ up here at Dimpor. Okay. Just get on rail lines. That is not a rail line. No, I'm going to bring the air too. Okay. going to get smacked around here real good, aren't I? 2-3, 2-3. I certainly am. Sure, he's got enough. Let me look again here. It's field artillery. 2 shells, so he can do trenches. If I pull off, though, I got to let me see here. I'm sending these all off here because I guarantee you he's going to outnumber me here. Well, I could. I'm actually going to send this out. I'll send these guys down to the hills. I might have to pull off here. Can I move back across? I could. Let's do this. Good. Now, 17. I also have these too. I don't actually need them down here. Including this, because I don't know how big time I'm going to get with that. It's all going to be here and here. 17. I've got to be able to support here. How many airfields we got here? See, we got 1, but we got 2 here. I'll have to unask. I could fly out to here and here if things get really hairy, because I'll need room because I can air. This is the deal. I can air ferry units from here. Also going to air ferry later. Can't do it yet. Chinese units if I want from this area here. Well, airfield of Palishan I guess is here, but here, this one. To Lido. And then from Lido I can rail. Chinese units here. And they're really ineffective unless you have an HQ. And before we do any more moves, let's go see what's coming. I got Nepalese unit March 12th. That's 2 turns from now. This is the 8th and the 11th and the 14th. 3. So I get these, yeah, over. Mostly here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. I need to support down here though too. It's not going to have an HQ. I could fly out. So I'm going to go ahead and take a risk. I have this airfield. I'm going to get you here. Let's see what's the range for. Okay. And you. And that way I can attach these guys. Yeah, I'm going to need room to bring guys in. So eventually I'm going to have to pull back into here and here. Let's do that. I'm decided I got 30 left. So let's go ahead and let's punch something in the face. We're going to get... He's got fighters here. Not worried about that. It's here. Let's blunt this. Intercept. We'll figure out where it is. I've been able to blow them. Yeah, there's airfield there. I've been able to destroy those on the ground when I played Bill. But then it was a tit for tat, man. All right. All right. Yeah. Now, do I intercept? I'm going to ground it. I still could fly. Oh, no, maybe. Could. Let's try it. Oh, there's another one. Oh, no, it's going to hurt. 2, 3. He lost 3. I lost 2 and nothing. Oh, but we see where you are. But he sees where I'm at. God damn. All right. We're done here. Yeah, he can rinse and repeat back and forth. Because these have... Oh, they do have a full zone control. There's some that don't. That's a brigade. These got a full zone control, these regiments. Okay, it must be the lighter units. We could check the Chindits. They should have a full zone of control. Weak. Okay, there's a difference. That's good to know. We'll get to that in a second. So now we got to establish this. So again, I've got to get an HQ up here, and that's going to be you. Once I get you in here, I'll just rail you. The African way. Now he might sense weakness here, but I do get units coming. So if we had to, anyway, we can give ground. He might try to, but I think he's going to throw everything he's got on me here. So now he will be coming through here. And you can get cut off real easy. Let's get you down here. Let's anchor this. Yeah, I don't like this at all. Let's block that for the moment. He doesn't have anything there. You can spot too. All right. Chindits. Now, well, before the Chindits, okay, long range. This ain't going to be helpful. Do I send these down? I think so. Yeah. It means how much is HQ going to cost? 5. Yeah. Oops. Good. Now, China, if I do this, China's going to lose a few points, about 5, because I don't have air cover for the hump. But China, if we lose here, that's even going to be worse for you. There won't be no supplies. That's my take. All right, so we're going to try to get air superior here, or at least contest it. And again, there's a bunch of Japanese here. He hasn't taken us though, but when he does, we'll see him coming out of the woods. So here, I think spotting here Merrill's 2. Now I could send them. I think we want to still push here, but I sure would like to have this tank. I'm bringing the tank out. I'm gonna send it over to Dimapur down here. But we can push a little bit. And you don't have nobody, so we're gonna want to make it look like there's probably a Japanese unit here. Shadows up. Let's just see. Yeah. So this is all going to be fake fuckery here. Let's get you in. Take the airfield. Yeah, these are pretty strong. Here's their attack values against hard. These Chinese units, they're okay. But it's a whole division. They got a weak zone of control too. See, that's the danger. So you can get around. The Japanese can get around me. This, let me check that again. Full zone of control. So that, yeah, the Chinese, to form a full zone of control, you're going to want to have these guys close. Let's get you out of here then. All right. So Burma rifles. I can't get out of here. Supply bites. So we will go ahead and move on down. And yeah, we'll come down to Irrawaddy. And we can get, we can make it here. To take this though, well, I mean, I could have brought the tank here, but I think it's imperative again that we stop them here. Now China. Over here, Y Force. Oh, let's do Chindits. Now I know what I'm doing. We want to go towards Blackpool. Let me see what's here. Nothing. Okay, let's do it. He does have, there's enough force here. We cut the rail line. Because he will be getting units later, and he could ferry him in. Can we get in at Katha? We cannot. Okay. He's going to see that too. Yeah, this is difficult. See if we can get connected here. I could have went down, but I need to cut that rail line. Yeah. So, can't do it till April 15th. That is a long ways away before I can start airfaring stuff over. That's when things are going to be bad. It's like 13, 14 turns. 15 turns. So we can resist. Let's see if he's got anything Tenchong. He does. Just get on the road. I wonder if he's going to actually try to do something. I don't know. Inquiring minds want to know. He's going to try to take Pinka, huh? Yeah, I don't want to move against that. Yeah, we'll stay here. Inflict casualties. Well, I think that's it. I still have 30 with the British. So this tank, I am going to go ahead and reinforce it now. Let's actually get back behind here. Now we'll save this, save this. Nothing we already spent. All right. Well, Right, that's it. Yep, guys cast. Okay, now it's packaging. So yeah, he probably is going to come in strong in here. Eventually, yeah, we're going to have to put some resistance here. We got to keep him off the mule track, and so again, that's why I'm rushing all these guys. That's going to cost some do-re-mi, some British pounds, man. All right, that's it. Oh, sorry. March 8th, 1944. Yeah, we want to end it. All right, so we got 150 for the British, 25 for the, well, total for the Americans, and 60 for the Chinese. Yeah, we want to hoard that money. And there we go. Well, there's the first turn. Probably about turn 5 through 7 it's going to get desperate, but it's interesting. I just love this scenario. So thanks Robert Carver and everybody else at Fury Software for giving us this. Burma has always been one of my favorite theaters, and there's hardly any games dealing with this theater. 1940 or 44. So anyway, we'll see you guys later on Virtual Battlefields. I am gone.